Hey, everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? We're so happy you're here. Tonight is Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. We have two special guests. One, we're going to only keep her for a few minutes because she's working at the duplex as we speak. Maci Arms, who was in Broadway Bears this year, and the amazing Alexis Hunter, who wrote the book Joy Lansing, A Body to Die For. She's been with us before, but she's coming back because there's more stuff happening. Leo, hit that promo.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and my nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am. Who I am.
Welcome back, everybody. So you see that little rainbow graphic that Leo made for us. Leo does all this amazing stuff. Leo, we're all fans of Leo. I am the president of the Leo Rodriguez fan club, but everybody, Leo does all our websites. He runs all our social media stuff and our websites. And thank you, Leo, for doing that. Lori Towers says a cool hang on a sweltering night. Holy mackerel. It is 94 degrees in New York City right now. And it's 8 o'clock. I'm sorry, it's 9 o'clock here right now. So you can imagine what it is as you go more south. So it was crazy today. I couldn't believe how hot it is. But anyway, so we're hanging on. Leo, what's happening, honey?
Speaking of hot, look at my hot jewelry selection.
Oh, girl.
This is what you do when you can't choose nothing.
I know.
They're all important.
So this is Lori Towers makes beautiful jewelry, and this is the Pride collection. So I have mine. Judy has hers at home, so I don't have hers to show.
That would be the hoop that I have over here.
Right, but this is the other one I have from Lori
That's your arrow. That's right.
My arrow. I love my arrow. And then this is my Gay Pride. Wonderful, wonderful. So Lori Towers, how do we get to Lori Towers jewelry, Leo?
LoriTowers.net, Axe the Oligarchy. And that is right. It's going to be at the bottom of your screen right now when I find it. There it is.
Oh, my God. Danielle says, I volunteer for vice president of the I Love Leo Club. Yes, I know.
I second that emotion.
I know. Danielle and I had a wonderful catch up this week. So Danielle Alexandria Alchemy, that's our friend. And she is a psychic, a medium, a spiritual guide. She does past life regression. She does spirit animal readings, all kinds of stuff. She talks to the other side. If you are someone that's interested in that kind of stuff, and I don't know anyone that isn't, please reach out to Danielle and she will give you a reading. You can book a reading with Danielle. What do you have there?
Cards? I have one of my birthday gifts from, it's my shaman cards that Danielle sent me.
You have shaman cards? Excuse me. Girl,
I've had some before. I've been reading for a long time, but this was sent to me from Danielle, and this morning I pulled a couple just to see my day, and it came up with some things, and I was like, "What? Come on!" And I put them down. I'm like, "I believe, but please." And then later in the day,
what? No.
Yep, just things were represented, and I was just like,
"Let me tell you, Danielle is unbelievable. She will blow your mind." And also, it's a wonderful gift. I've given it as gifts to people over the years, and it's a great, great gift. So it's something to think about, Danielle, alexandriaalchemy.com. Now, we have lots of friends, and this is Pride Month. We do want to remind you about our calendar. I know it's June, so the calendar's halfway, but it's not just about checking your dates. It's about checking out the hotties in here. And, oh, my God, who else would be Pride Month?
Be proud, baby.
He is so proud. That's Sean Patrick Mertong. He is funny as this is. He's an incredible tenor, like a legit.
We wear shorts.
But wait, my thing is, how did he get everything hyped up so high? And where is? Okay, and where is that thing? Where is? I'm nervous for him. But anyway, it's hysterical. The calendar is so good. It's only $15, but now since we are halfway through the year, it's $10. It's on sale, of course. But and we sold most of them, but I do have a few left, and sometimes people want them. So
These are great blackmail. I mean, these are great pieces to keep for
they're fantastic.
your
I
friend.
love these calendars. They're so great. And so many people have been in them already. Now we want to talk about some of our other friends that are
We have an emergency pop in. Should we go to
oh
our
no, we
emergency
have to
pop
go
in
right to it.
right away? Because you know the duplex, man.
We have to take
Bam.
advantage of this.
Hello.
Macy!
Oh my
Oh my God. Hi,
gosh.
beauty. How are you?
Hi. Thanks for having me. I'm so good. How are y'all?
We're great. So, folks, I want to introduce you to Macy Arms. She is a lovely friend of ours. She works at the duplex. She's working right now.
Yes, I sure
So,
am.
yeah, so we don't want to get her in trouble, but we want to. She was in Broadway Bears. That's your second year, Macy?
Actually, this is my sixth year being involved. So this is my fourth year doing the big Broadway Bears show. But my first year was back in 2019. I did Fire Island Bears. So it was my
Wow.
first year. But yeah, this is my fourth year um, being on the big Broadway Bears stage, I say.
Oh my
So yeah.
God. So exciting. So,
Yeah.
this,
Oh,
look at Macy. Look at Macy. Unbelievable. So,
oh my God.
thank you
It
for
was a
sending
fun
us over.
weekend.
Okay, so explain to people what this is.
Yeah,
People
so
that don't know.
Broadway Bears is an event that happens one night a year, and it's essentially where a lot of the Broadway community, and it's a dance heavy show. So a lot of the
Yeah.
Broadway community comes together, and we all raise money for an amazing organization, Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS, BCEFA. So a lot of times, if you go see a show, you see the red buckets, and that is essentially the exact same organization. So they do a lot of really great things. All throughout the look at all these horns outside.
I know.
They're honking for Broadway Cares Equity Fights A's. That's what they're
I
doing.
know.
But they raise money for a lot of different things. They not only do they help the entertainment community fund, but they also provide life-saving medication, healthcare, food, and hope for a lot of people
Oh
in
my
need
God, look at
all
all
throughout.
those dancers.
Yes. Oh my gosh. This year we had over 210, I think, dancers on the stage.
Wow.
There were, I think, a bunch of different Broadway shows, but then also dancers that aren't involved. Like I'm not in a Broadway show, but I'm still a part of the show. It was amazing. And then this year we raised a record-breaking $2.4 million for
Oh my
BCEFA, which was
God.
just unbelievable. We were all crying. It was just
That's
incredible. It's
so
such a, and
beautiful.
the crazy thing is it's one night only. Everybody volunteers their time from the dancers to the makeup and hairstylists. We have makeup artists
Really? I
from
didn't know
MAC.
that.
Yes, we have makeup artists come in from MAC. So like MAC also donated $200,000. They've been a part of the show since 1994, I believe they said. And
Wow.
then the hairstylists, the costume designers, and then the crew that build the stage. It's at the Hammerstein Ballroom. So everybody that room is bare, and they
Right.
build this
Yes,
huge
I've been there.
stage with all of the lights, the video screens. I mean, it's the show that they put on is absolutely insane, and every single person donates their time, which
That's
and they all do it because of
unbelievable.
Broadway Cares. So it's my favorite night of the year. It's so much fun.
Well,
So
listen,
it was really great.
it's an organization very dear to my heart. In the
Hmm.
90s and in the early 2000s, I did a lot of Gypsy of the Years
Yes.
and the other one, the Easter Bonnet. I
Oh
worked
yes.
in lots of those. So
Yes.
I
Which
used
are
to write
still
the
around.
script for our shows. Yeah. So I love this organization.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you're part of it. And so what was the theme this year? I know they have a
This
theme
year
of
it was Come Out, Come Out. So it was Wizard of Oz.
okay,
Everything Wizard
great.
of Oz, of course, with Wicked. It was the perfect little tie-in between Wicked Part One and Part Two, but it was Wizard of Oz. And I mean, I have been involved with a lot, but I will say this was maybe one of the best bears cohesively, the show in general. Like you followed Dante, who was came to New York for the first time from Kansas, and then yep, there's the poster.
I
And
love
then
it.
he met all along the way the Scarecrow. There was the Ruby Slippers, the Tin Woman this year, the Wicked Witch's Jun. So it was a really fun, very creative show this year. So
And you raised money personally for it.
I did, yes. So I mean, I love that's one of the things that's so great about the duplex, which I actually got my job at the duplex because of Broadway Bears, which is a very fun story. But yes, this year I raised $12,393, I think.
It's
So yes, I
amazing.
was so grateful. I was like, I believe the 11th highest fundraiser this year. So I
That's
mean,
great.
unreal. I'm so grateful. I think that puts me at just over $40,000 during my time fundraising for Broadway Cares. So
Well,
I'm,
thank you for
oh
doing
my,
that, honey. It's amazing.
well, I
Now,
could not do it alone. So it's
what nights
wonderful.
do you work at the duplex if people want to come visit you?
Yes. Oh my gosh. So I sing in the piano bar every Tuesday night, from 9 to 4 a.m. And then I'm also in the upstairs bar on Saturday nights, 9 to 4 a.m. So not
Yeah,
singing, but just making drinks that night. But it's a good time.
yeah. Well, honey, thank you for taking the time because I
Oh
know that
my
shift.
gosh.
I'll be there tomorrow night. It's hard to
I know
stop working.
the
So,
number of people that come in and say, "Is Maria here tonight?" I'm like, "Nope, just
oh,
Macy. You can get her tomorrow."
yeah. Thank you, honey. Well,
Oh
listen,
my gosh. Thank
love
you.
you. So happy that you could pop in and tell us about it. And
Thank you for having me.
congratulations. Well, we love you.
Thank
And we'll
you.
have you back on when you can stay longer.
Yes,
Okay.
I would love to. Anytime. Anything for you, Maria.
Well, anything for you, honey. Love you. See you
Love you
soon.
guys.
Bye,
Bye.
baby. So cute. How cute is she? I love her. She's the nicest person. I mean, she's talented and she is an incredible dancer, but she is the sweetest thing you can imagine. So that's Broadway Bears. If you don't know what Broadway Bears, I think Macy gave you a pretty thorough explanation of it, but it's something that happens in New York every June. Usually it's the third week, the third Sunday, um, the third or fourth Sunday. And I think this year was the third Sunday. It's just the greatest, most incredible, like you're going to get the most beautiful, literally beautiful people on Broadway under one roof, and they're all dancing for a cause. So it's a great thing. Also, I think in April it's Easter Bonnet, which is all the different shows create, and their costume designers create these bonnets, themed bonnets, and Tony and Tina do it.
With all the trim. What kind of trimmings do they use for Broadway
Well,
Bears,
you
though?
would be, I know. And then they also do Gypsy of the Year, which I think is, I want to say the fall. And that's an incredible, it's all to raise money, but the shows get involved. And when I was with Tony and Tina's, we used to, me and Chuck Santoro, we used to write, and Liz Zazzy used to write a lot of the skits for it.
And Gypsy of the Year is the coat that
The
goes from
robe,
stage
the robe,
to robe.
yes.
That's right, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it's such a great organization. So if you're ever looking for a wonderful organization to donate to, also the what used to be the Actors Fund, which is now the Entertainment, um, the
Entertainment
Entertainment
fund?
Fund, yeah, or something like that. I just got to think for them. I donate to them as well. Anyway, they also so if you're what does this go to? Seniors that have been in the business, or not. You know, sometime after
Mhm.
during COVID, people were out of work. They helped people with COVID. They had all kinds of COVID vaccine trucks going around, COVID testing. They help children. They are just the most generous organization you can imagine.
They help
So
with housing as well and advocacy,
housing,
isn't it?
and if people are terminally ill, they help with that. They listen. I had a lot of friends in the '90s that were very sick, and they would go to Equity Fights AIDS to help them pay their light bill, and they never said no. They never said they
It's,
were like, of
I mean,
course,
out of a tragedy comes a light, right? And
right,
that
right,
was just our Holocaust, so to speak,
yeah,
for the gay and lesbian community during that time,
and others, and there were others.
and
You know,
others.
you don't
Yeah,
have to be gay to be affected by those
no,
tragedies. So,
we were
but
just the most scorned.
yeah, I know, you know. But anyway, that's what it was born from. And now all these amazing dancers for Broadway Bears. And Macy is one of them. She's like I said, she's a lovely, beautiful person and an incredible dancer and singer. And so thanks, Macy Arms, for coming on.
She can tell she's from Nashville right away. She's like, "Hi, y'all." I
Yeah,
love
she's
it.
so cute. She's from the South. Yep. So that's great. And she's just a sweetheart. Okay, let's check on our people. Rena Cugnali Bergi has checked in as well. She is my beautiful cousin from Massachusetts. Rena, hello and happy friggin' hot Tuesday.
Hello, weather
Rena,
girl.
I don't know what the temperature is there, but it's hotter in New York and it's even hotter in Jersey because Jersey's more south, right? although it's not that far south.
I'm
but-
sure it's hotter if you have your own even retired postman. I mean, I'm sure it's hotter
Oh,
there.
well, right. Have you seen, now Ron has his own Facebook page. Ron Burgundy. Oh, yeah, you're going to have to friend him. He is hysterical.
Hi, Sean.
Sean Ryan, hi, baby. I love you too, sending a cool vibe. Sean, I'm still so loving our show when you were able to pop on. That was such a good show. And I love that you and Leo had that wonderful connection that you had.
Good luck finding a dancer. I saw you post for YATC needing a dancer. Go
now, speaking, so Sean runs a beautiful summer camp and regular camp, right? Theater camp. Leo, what's the name of Sean's camp? I can't remember.
YATC, Young Actors. Oh my God, theater.
Sean, type it in, honey. Type it in.
YATC, theater camp, Young Actors Theater Camp.
And you're welcome to put a link as well, Sean. Now, Leo, what's going on with your camp? You started camp
3 weeks in. Yeah, we're 3 weeks in. I'm still alive. Well, last week, the first 2 weeks for our video class, they chose to reenact and film an I Love Lucy episode. So I'll send it to you later because, yep. Do you remember Women from Mars when Lucy and Ethel pretended to be alien from Mars for that movie premiere?
Oh my God! Yes.
So that's the scene that they chose, and I'll show you the link and send it to you later. I don't post it everywhere because there are children involved. So, but they're so funny. They got the Gleek glorps and the timing. We did it in black and white. They did all the editing.
Are you kidding me?
Piece, and they did the editing. I helped them a little bit. The my first former camper turned staffer this year is also helping me in the video because that's where he came up in. So he helped them edit as well, but they did most of the work and everything.
Wow,
so
Leo,
that's my tweens and teens.
So
So we called it I Really Like Lucy. Love is a little strong for 10-year-olds.
Yes, I really like Lucy. That's really cute. So I'm going to be calling you just for some advice. I'm going to be doing a 4-day camp for Road Recovery, which is that beautiful, wonderful company I work for with Susie Campanero. Susie's going to be away because she's going to Scotland. So I'm actually filling in for her. I know Scotland. I'm filling in for her role. So I'll be working with Christopher Hines, who we love, who is the drummer in my show, and my wonderful friend Static, and also Ralph, who was one of the kids that came up through the years.
I love that.
And he was a junior staff, and now he works for Road Recovery, and he plays the keyboard, and he's just super cool. He's a rapper. He creates.
You're gonna need your guitar.
Yeah.
You're gonna need your sleeping bag. You're gonna need. You guys gonna need to have a campfire?
No, I don't think so. I don't know, because it's called Camp Felix, so it is a camp. We have a little place that we rented a little farther from that. But we're there from like morning to like night. So it's going to be a 4-day intensive thing. And then at the end of it, so it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And Thursday, we do our show at night after. So we have 4 days of rehearsals, but it's 7 different groups of kids that come in one after another. So I said, oh my God, this is like Leo. I'm going to need to talk to Leo. So I'm going to be calling you for some like,
plan a couple of days off afterwards so you can come home and just go
I'm sure so that's going to be great. I'm looking forward to that. It has our second guest checked in at all?
Oh yes, we are being hunted as we speak, like
okay, so we'll talk about the Pride Jam at the end of our show, but thank you for her patience in the wings. So we wanted to get Maci on first because Maci, as I said, is working at the duplex and she starts at 9. So she had to ask, I asked her, please ask your coworker to cut you some slack. But so Alexis was nice enough to acquiesce to wait in the wings and we are going to bring her in. She's been on her show before. She wrote an incredible book. And she talked about it then, and we'll have her talk about it again because things have moved along since then. And we also want to remind you about it. And it is Pride Month. This is Pride Month. So Broadway Bears has to do with Pride. We talked about our Pride jewelry with Lori Towers. And we want to, why not end the Pride Month, the last Tuesday of the month, with our wonderful friend Alexis Hunter, who was patiently waited in the wings, and she's going to join us, and then we'll talk about the book again and all that stuff.
Yeah, and her jewelry, maybe.
Right. She also is an amazing jewelry designer.
Mm-hmm.
So
but she's in the backstage, shall we?
Yes, let's bring her in.
Hey, you guys.
Hi, sweetheart. I love your
Maria.
lighting.
Hi, Leo.
Your lighting is like movie lighting. I'm loving
It is
it.
beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, we figured it out.
It looks great. How you
Thank
doing,
you.
honey?
I'm doing great. I'm absolutely doing great. No complaints at all. All
It's
is
nice
good.
to see you after all this time.
Yeah, it's been so long.
It's been a couple of years, I think, since you
Yeah,
were on last, right?
Yeah, and seeing you in New York, that was great.
That was really
was so
great
much
at the
fun.
Stonewall. That was such a wonderful night.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, Lori put together this great night
She
at
did.
Stonewall. So now, I mean, we've read your book. We love your book. A lot of our friends have read the book. It's called Joy Lansing, A Body to Die For. And there's a reason why it's called that. So, but let's remind people what the book is about and what's happened since. But let's start with reminding people about this book.
Well, it was written basically to keep Joy's memory alive, and to help people, especially young people who have problems dealing with insecurity or being bullied, so that they understand that, my God, we're normal. We're just like everybody else. We have the same love, the same emotions, the same pain, and that's basically the reason why I did it. And I've had some tremendous response to the book. It's amazing.
That's great. Amazing. So now tell everybody, I mean, a lot of people already know, but there's a lot of our listeners and viewers that, they may not know who Joy Lansing is. Maybe they're a lot younger than we are, or maybe. Sure. So remind everybody who Joy Lansing is.
Joy was one of the sex symbols of the 50s and 60s. She was a blonde bombshell, just like her friends in the business were Monroe, Mansfield, Mamie Van Doren, Diana Dors. But Joy was known as the Monroe of television because the others didn't do TV, but she did. She was on over 100 TV shows.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
And at that point, there were only 3 channels. People now probably would have difficulty understanding the ABC, NBC, and CBS. That was it. There was no cable. That was everything. And Joy was on at least once a week on one of the channels. She did all the sitcoms. She did I Love Lucy. Leo was talking about that.
Leo, yeah, and he has it right there, the picture underneath. That's great, Leo.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Thank you, Leo. So that's Joy. And if you were like, I mean, my age group, we watched TV, with little black and white TVs that we had. And so you're right. You see Joy's face and you're brought right back there,
Oh, yeah.
So,
and she did Beverly Hillbillies, and you can actually see the reruns of Beverly Hillbillies now. Or a lot of her TV shows are on YouTube. All you have to do is put in her name. It's Joy.
Joy.
Yeah, Joy Lansing.
Yeah, Joy Lansing.
And a lot of people recognize her face and her body when they see it. They might not remember her name. But she also did the first music videos called Scopatones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did those. And it was like a big jukebox that they put into restaurants and bars, and you put in your quarter or whatever it was, and you could watch your favorite singer sing a cool song. And Joy did, I think, 3 of them for sure.
Wow.
And the funniest one, they're all camp. They're all high camp. You guys, it's a hoot. They are so bad. They're so bad. They're great. The funniest one is Web of Love.
Maria accidentally pressed something. Hello, my love.
Hi, baby.
I was just pulling up some until Maria gets back. I found the Joy on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Cool.
And it's playing right now. There she is singing.
All
is the same.
And we'll bring Maria back right now.
Change it.
There she is.
Just as sure as the stars shine above. You are nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love.
Wow. Thank you for doing that, Leo. I got
Thanks,
knocked
Leo.
off, but I came back in. So now so now we've reminded people who Joy was, and that
Right.
once you see her, you're like, oh, I know
Oh,
her.
yeah, now I remember, sure.
Yeah. And you met her when you were 21, I think?
I had just turned 21, and I luckily had a great friend who was doing a film, probably the worst film ever made, called Bigfoot. And and she called me. She says, I cannot bear wearing this monkey suit one more day. Do you want the gig? And of course I wanted it. You know,
Yeah.
I was going to be a big star. So that was going to be my big break. So there I am. I had no idea who was in the film. And there I am sitting in makeup, and she walks in, and I thought I was going to die. She was the most beautiful human I'd ever seen in my life. She was just exquisite. And she sat down and we just talked, and she was so sweet. She was so unpretentious.
Oh, how nice.
Dear, so dear. And we became really good friends, and then it became more than that. So it was wonderful.
That's
Best
beautiful.
part of my life.
And you know what? You did her such an honor writing that book, because I loved reading about your relationship. I also was like, when I was reading it, I was nervous for you, you know, like it was a different time. Even now, it's like sliding back, right? It's ridiculous. But that's why it's even more important to read this book now.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, because of the change in temperature in the world, especially in this country. It's important for people to feel good about themselves and to know, you know, that there is love out there. And hopefully people will read the book. I hope so.
Now also the second line, Joy Lansing, A Body to Die For. So why did you title it A Body to Die For?
Because at that point in Hollywood, Joy dealt with such pressure. The Hollywood studio pressure to be the most beautiful, the most sexy, the most glamorous. I mean, she was competing against Monroe. I mean, my God. And so she thought, well, I've got to do something. I've got to be more of a knockout. And at that point, people, a lot of showgirls and other people in the business were doing silicone injections. It was illegal. It's still illegal. And she was dating Sinatra at the time, and they both went to a doctor, and he had it in his face.
Wow.
And she had it in her breasts, and she eventually died from breast cancer. And so it was a body. She died for her body, to have the perfect body.
Wow. And it was a different time. They didn't know what they know now. They hadn't.
But they're still doing it. I'm on a soapbox, Maria. All these women with the large butts.
I know. I know. And a lot of that in New York. A lot of it in Miami.
Oh, Miami! It's terrible. It's rampant.
Yeah,
there's a doctor who deals with removing the silicone, and I mean, it's killing people.
Yeah.
The tissue can become necrotic, and it's disgusting. But they're still doing it, and it's societal pressure. You know, that people keep thinking, I've got to be this, I've got to be that, when in fact you just need to be you.
Yeah, I know. And I really do want people to read this book. And I read it, and I also listened to, I like doing that. I like reading a book, and then sometimes I'll go back and listen to the audio.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I like to hear it a different, like theater, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just a very, very good book. And there was a lot of parts in it where I was like even frightened, like my heart was pounding. I was like, oh God,
Aw.
like, because it's just a different world in so many ways. People don't always understand. And even when it seems easy to be gay, it's not.
No.
People don't understand that, I mean, most our friends do, people that love us do, but when I hate when people go, why is there a straight why isn't there a straight pride? Because there's not a straight angst. There's not you don't have to defend yourself for being straight.
No.
You don't have to hide being straight. No one says, I can't believe you're marrying a straight person. I can't believe this is a straight wedding. We're going to a straight wedding. It's like all that. What, Leo?
I usually tell them, you really think we're proud of you?
Right. Well,
Yeah,
I don't.
right,
I try not to go there because my friends are people I love.
I'm a Sagittarian, though. I got that tongue.
Yeah, me too. Yay,
You're
Leo.
Sag too.
Yeah,
but
Sag.
When people, our friends are not like that. But when people say ridiculous stuff online, I just think,
yeah.
But anyway, so and I don't want to get on that, but it's just getting so scary out there. It's like the scariest I've ever seen it.
When Joy and I met, it was illegal.
Right.
It was illegal to be gay. You could get arrested. I mean, I was very young, and there were only a couple of gay bars in LA at the time, and they would oftentimes be rousted by the police.
Yeah,
and it was called no touch. I mean, I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about holding someone's hand, putting my hand on someone's shoulder. They could arrest me.
Yeah.
And you learned. You were afraid. You were absolutely afraid of that. So when I met Joy, because first of all, Joy was a sex symbol. She was a star. And if anyone had found out about our relationship, that would have, number one, the legal issue, but her career would have been destroyed. So we did the Sisters Act. I was Joy's baby sister. So it worked. It worked. Wow. We were both blonde, both had the same color eyes, so we could pull it off. And nobody suspected.
So you posed as her younger sister.
I was her sister, Rachel. In fact, Joey Bishop thought my name should be Rachel, so I became Rachel. I became Joey's sister, Rachel Lance.
So that was Joey Bishop's idea.
Joey Bishop's idea, yeah.
Wow.
You can
find there were allies. There were people that cared about their friends that were gay and did try to help, right?
Yeah, well, we lived a very private life.
Yeah.
We didn't go to parties. We went to one premiere. We were seen socially, but not often. If you read the book, our main life was going out to dinner or going out to lunch. We did that. That was our social life. And we were home in the evenings. We watched television. We were, we watched the moon landing. We did that.
Yeah.
We were quiet and happy. We were so. Yeah.
I love it. I mean, it's a beautiful story. And I have such respect for the fact that you have kept that memory alive and that you honor it and that you share it with us. So where can they get the book? Anywhere, right?
Anywhere. It's big on Amazon. Barnes and Noble. You can find it there. And I love it when people read the book if they reach out to me. In fact, if you guys could put up my email address so people could contact me, because if they have questions, I love to answer the questions or talk to them about the book.
So now this brings me to the next thing. You have also done like panels and things like that, right?
Sure.
You talk to groups. So tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm doing that. And one of the coolest things is a local teacher at one of the high schools fell in love with my book and invited me to have my book in their curriculum.
Wow.
Is that the coolest thing in the whole world?
Oh my God, yeah. I love that.
So it was in the curriculum for, I think, 3 or 4 years. And what would happen is the kids would have to read 2 books. Mine was one of them, and I think one of them was like War and Peace or some unbelievable thing. And then they'd have to do a term paper. And after they did the term paper, she would grade them, and then she'd pass all these papers on to me, and I'd read them, and I'd write to each kid and talk to them. Oh yeah. If they wrote 3 pages, I'd write 3 pages back to them, encouraging them to keep writing and to do what they're doing. And after that, then the teacher would have me come in and we would do a Q&A, which I love doing. It was so great, Maria.
And what are some of the questions that kids ask you?
Oh God, I wish I could think of, just how basically what you're asking me. What was it like? Was it difficult being gay at that time? Because these kids have no idea. These kids are 17, 18 years old. They were all seniors.
Yeah.
Because I thought that would be more appropriate.
Yes, I agree.
For younger. No, for seniors, because if they can be, if they can go into the army, and they're more than capable of
go off to college.
Yeah. So it was a tremendous experience. I loved it, Maria. I loved talking to these kids.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I would love to do more of that. It was wonderful. And something that's great that's happening right now, I'm working with a tremendous director.
Okay.
And I have a great screenwriter who wrote, he was a writer on 30-something and Pretty Little Liars. Joe Doherty, he is writing the screenplay. And
really?
We're working on doing a film.
Oh my God.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
So you're going to have to keep us posted on that.
Oh, I will.
Now, I want to remind people, if you read the book, or I should say when you read the book, because I know they all will, please leave a review on Amazon.
Oh, please.
I find that that's very helpful. Like when I read something or when I listen to an audiobook, I always leave a review. And I think it's very important. It helps whatever you.
Oh, it does.
It helps the writer.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I tell people. Amazon will promote the book if there's action, especially if it's positive action. If people like the book, then they will promote it. They'll, sending people emails of, you should read this book or whatever. So I would be very grateful if someone reads it. I wish that they would write a review. That would help me. That would help me so much.
All right, let's take a second. Take a breath, and we're going to do the food section of our show to just so we can take a little minute. Okay, so Lori says this is a wonderful book. It is making its 10th year in print. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, good to know. Thank you, Lori. Yeah. Lynn says, Leo Sag, love you. Lynn Portis sends her love. She says it's a beautiful book.
Genius.
Genius. Lynn Portis, genius. Okay, so we'll stop and do the food section of our show. We always do
food.
Yep. We always do a food section of our show.
Cool.
I think it's important. Now, I normally cook for the show, but today was so hot in New York. It was almost 100 degrees. It was 100 in Jersey that I said, I'm not going to turn on my oven today. But so what I got instead was from one of my favorite Thai restaurants. I got shrimp pad Thai. This is what we're having. I love Thai food. I just love it. So this is shrimp pad Thai. It's got peanuts in it. It's got very thin noodles. There's some shrimp. There's some scallions. So that's what I got takeout for that. But I did make a delicious salad. I love my salads. So here's my salad. It is romaine lettuce, Persian cucumbers, chives, watermelon, because I love watermelon. Yep, chopped up some watermelon, and I put some crushed gorgonzola cheese in there.
Yes.
And I'm going to put a pink guava vinegar. It's so good, Leo. Pink guava vinegar and a lemon extra virgin olive oil. So that is going to be a nice, cool, refreshing, and a bunch of spices. I always put some onion salt and all that stuff. And then for dessert, rainbow cake.
Wow.
I know. And I got to tell you, this made me so happy. This is from a local New Jersey supermarket. So they had a Pride Week special. Isn't that great? Like they have their different, they have their 4th of July cakes. They have their, St. Patty's Day cakes. And so this week they had a Pride cake. Is that the cutest thing? So that made me very happy. I find that most people are lovely and that most organizations want all of us to coexist. I think it's just a few, and then of course the news takes over and it gets darker and darker. But I think most people are good to the core, and I just wanted to say that.
Absolutely.
So I love this. You're speaking to all kinds of age groups and things like that. And there's I work at the Gay Community Center. I teach there 1 day a week. Now our summer program, sadly, got we had a grant through with Joe Biden. We had grants to go in and teach every season, and our grants are, they've dwindled down. So we don't have a summer program now, but I find that there's lots of great activities that happen there. And if you're ever in New York or you're coming to New York, let me know, because I would love to talk to them and have you speak there.
I would love it, Maria.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Yeah, that would be so amazing, because there's people of all ages there. I mean, the age group I teach is like 15 to 22, but there's I think they would just love you.
Oh, that would be so wonderful, Maria.
Yeah. Okay, so now you're working on the screenplay. Your friend is working on the screenplay.
Right.
And do we have like a tentative ballpark?
Not yet. You know how it is in film
I know.
business.
It takes forever.
Yeah, but it's worth it. I really want this out there.
Yeah. So and then you'd have to start. Then you have to cast it, and there's it takes forever and ever and ever.
Sure.
But we all are rooting for you.
Oh, thanks, Maria.
And so happy that you're gonna keep doing that. And please, everybody, just go and check it out. Alexis has been working on this project for so many years and doing such beautiful things. And also, it's not just about relationships. It's also about preventing the dangers of
the danger. Yeah, the danger, and there's so many different aspects to the book. It's a love story. It's a happy story. There's some sadness, of course, but we had a great time. We had a wonderful relationship, just happy, really happy.
And I feel that. I still feel that. I still feel that. Now you do a lot of things, and one of the things that you do is you also design jewelry, right?
Yeah, that's my day job, my fun job. It's my passion, Maria. I love making jewelry.
Your stuff is gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And Leo has it right there. So Leo has it right up there. How do we find this jewelry? Look at that.
It's complicated. I'm terrible with my website, but what I'm also doing is I post things on Facebook. I post I post everything I make on Facebook, and that's how people see it. And if they like it, all they do is message me, and I tell them, whatever they want to know about it. And on Facebook, if they want to reach out to me, it's my name, because I was hacked. I had to come up with a whole different name. Oh my
God, it's the worst.
The hackers were sending out god awful porn, so I couldn't get on as myself.
It's happened to a lot of people. It was awful.
So I'm on Facebook under the name Rachel Alexis.
Okay, in Facebook.
And you can find me there, friend me. And just when you do that, send me a message saying you saw me on Maria and Leo's show. And then I'll know. And of course I'll accept.
Yep, Rachel Alexis. That's how but that happens to a lot of people. Their Facebooks or Instagrams get hacked. It's really awful. I wish people would just find things to do.
Yeah, they're so bored. They have nothing better to do than make people's lives miserable. So.
Yeah. Well, this stuff is beautiful. It's just gorgeous.
Thank you.
Go and you can find it, Rachel Alexis. But there's also a website that I saw that Leo had up that said Palm Springs.
I think it's AlexisHunterPalmSprings.com.
Okay, Alexis Hunter, PalmSprings.com.
And you can message me on there, and then I'll send photos of all
I love
the things
this.
that I have.
This is so beautiful, this heart.
Oh, thanks.
Wow, that is fantastic. And it's so easy to order. It's just everything's right there for you. And why not give someone a gift that's an original piece that is made by someone that you saw on the show, or that you want to get to know better, or that you respect their life journey. Well, how beautiful to wear that energetically and carry that around
Oh,
with you.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love doing themes. I did Wizard of Oz. I'm doing one for Judy Garland. Yeah,
Wow.
any theme, any theme. I really enjoy doing it.
So what is the Judy Garland theme stuff that you've done?
Oh, it's just a lot of different. It's in the process of. I'm working on it right now. It'll have photos of her. Some of the theme things from some of the films she's done. Yeah,
Wow.
so it's going to be cool.
God knows we have an audience for that. I mean,
Yeah.
Judy Garland is the most beloved icon to this day.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, even the young kids,
Oh
even the
yeah,
young
Judy.
kids are so in awe of
Right.
her.
And I did one from Marilyn and
Yeah.
Elvis. All these people. It's a hoot.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah, so go and check that out, everybody.
Yeah, please do. And contact me. If somebody wants a certain theme, I will do it. I love doing the research, finding the cool stuff.
Did you always do this?
I started off as a painter. I worked with canvas, but I work big. And where I live now, I don't have room to do all the big stuff. And it's a lot easier to sell a necklace than it is a painting.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. So it's all art. It's
Yeah. I'm totally into.
you
art.
know, I find that people that are creative in many different ways, and they can weave in and out of things. You know, like
Sure.
our friend Terry Ross. She is also a jewelry designer. She's in Miami and New York, and she also is a painter and always has done both. So it's like, and my friend Bobby Belfry that I work with is a singer and a visual artist. It's like,
Cool.
and a songwriter. You know, people do all that. Did you always write, or was this just something you said, "I'm going to
Oh,
write"?
I've always loved writing, and one of my many careers was I was a photojournalist for the local newspaper. I loved doing that,
Really?
doing interviews and doing feature stories. Yeah, for the
Wow.
Desert Sun, I did that, and I love doing that. Yeah, anything artistic, anything in that vein is my trip.
Is that, are you wearing one of your pieces right
yeah,
now?
you can see it.
Well, okay, so look at the
Isn't that
size
fun?
of that. Yeah, that is fantastic. Wow, that is so beautiful and regal. And what
Sunflowers.
are those, sunflowers?
Sunflowers, yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's so beautiful. Well, thank you, honey, for joining us tonight.
Oh,
Now,
thanks, Maria.
I want to. I always ask people if they were to leave, you know, because it's very hard to stay. You know, people that are creative listen to the show and any different type of creativity, but sometimes it's hard to like keep your chin up and keep going and keep leaving your mind open to beautiful things. What is some of the ways that you continue to stay positive and in your creativity?
I just go outside and look around, and it's just everything is so. I live in the desert, and it's a little toasty here,
I can
but
imagine.
it's beautiful. I mean, I listen to the birds. Being alive is a major turn on for me. I'm just thrilled, just walking around. I don't need any great inspiration. I mean, everything inspires you, and
Yeah,
there's some wonderful people out there.
there really are. I agree with you. I think most people are good.
They are. They're very kind.
You know, today I had a strange thing happen, and my Citibank account got hacked, and I'm saying that because I think it's a thing that's happening a lot, and I had to go to, after I talked to them on the phone, I had to go to Citibank and actually like cancel, close my account, go through all this fraud stuff, and then reopen. So I spent about 2 hours. That's how long it took with this one lovely woman from the Dominican Republic who said, "Oh, you're Italian? That's my number one place I want to visit is Italy." And she had done so much research on Italy and lit up about Italy. And I thought, how beautiful it is that
Isn't that great?
she was a young girl. She was 26. And, you know, I thought we all have such, she goes, "That's my dream." And I thought, isn't it beautiful to still light up and help each other to light up about our dreams, and have conversations. I feel like a lot of times, especially the younger people, they don't talk as much. Like we used to talk a lot. Our
Sure.
generation, we love to talk, right?
Sure.
So it was so nice to talk to someone that was in her late 20s about her dreams while she was waiting for like the fraud department to call back. So it was a lot of that. It was a lot of typing in and waiting. So we had a lot of conversation. And I just find that most of us, no matter how old we are, whether we're 14 or 94, we still have dreams, and we still look at life, or we still have the opportunity to look at life in a beautiful way. And we should continue to try to stay open to that, no matter how dark the world is.
Yeah.
So I mean, I try not to listen to the news, although it's kind of impossible. I try to stay informed, but if I stay too informed, then I want to jump off a bridge. It's like,
Sure.
so it's great to have like just something simple like that. Just go outside.
Right. And the best thing of all is to have great friends.
Oh,
That's what keeps you on the planet.
I couldn't agree more. Right,
Yeah.
Leo?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, speaking of one of our great friends, I want to give a plug to our friend Ken from Ken's Perfect Jams. And perfect, he spells it with a K. He has so many amazing jams. He's out in California, but I believe he's in the San Francisco area.
No, he's in the Simi Valley area, a little bit above Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So I guess he moved over time, but he makes these beautiful jams, seasonal. And this month he has what I buy every year. It's called Pride Jam. I'll put it up closer. It is so delicious. It's sangria fruits and Beaujolais wine. And then he cooks it down. And I cannot tell you, Leo has one too, but we love all his flavors. And he even has a Maria jam. Although the Maria jam, he usually calls those of us he dedicates jams to and what our favorite fruits are and stuff. And I think he usually does the Maria jam around fall because it's pears and apples. But I love this Pride jam. So if you are looking for a gift to give someone for Pride, go to kensperfectjams.com and you can order. And they're so reasonable and delicious. So go and order. I mean, right now the Pride jam is he's cranking them out. He said he is shipping out so many Pride jams. So celebrate Pride, celebrate your friends, tell people you love them. It's very important. Last night we had a huge party at the Stonewall Inn upstairs. One of our friends, Anthony Fett, and Lavinia Draper, of course, threw a huge Pride party, and there were 36 performances.
Wow.
No cover, free. 36 performances. Our friend Bill Goffey, who we love so much, played for 4 of us. And a lot of people did original songs. Chauncey was one of the people that he didn't do an original last night, but he did something from Evita. Lynn, you would have been so proud of him. Because Chauncey's a baritone, but he's kind of shy. He did this beautiful thing, "You Must Love Me," but in a baritone voice.
Cool.
And I was so proud of him because he's a pretty shy guy. So I just looked around and I got a little choked up. I thought, wow, look at all these gay kids that grew up and now take care of each other, and we sing for each other and we sing for the world. And you don't have
they're still going to the Stonewall after all these years.
After all these years, the Stonewall. By the way, this Sunday is the Pride Parade in New York City, and it starts at 11 a.m. I believe it starts on 42nd Street, goes down 5th Avenue, and then it turns on 8th Street, and then turns into Christopher Street, which goes by the Stonewall Inn. And then when it gets to 7th, it goes back uptown and ends somewhere in the 20s. And you can watch it from any of those places. I and Judy Mesa, my honey, we will be working the door at Stonewall on 7th Avenue. There's 2 doors, one 7th, one Christopher Street. Judy and I will be working the door on 7th Avenue, Christopher, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Wow.
So come by. Yeah, we'll be working all that. And I think it's only a $10 cover, so it's worth it.
Nothing like a New York City Pride.
No, there isn't.
New York City Pride.
And you know what? We have to keep going to parades, and we have to keep supporting our gay institutions and show them that we're huge numbers. And even if they hate us, they see dollar signs.
Oh, sure.
Where are there a lot of gay people? There's a lot of disposable income.
Sure.
So companies look at that. And you know what? This DEI thing, this whole thing drives me crazy. People have been sponsoring everyone for years, right? Especially the pride parades. So enough of that. Enough of that craziness. If you can't make it to the parade, that's okay. I understand. It can be crazy for people, but support your institution, support your friends, support your theaters, support your beautiful writers like Alexis Hunter. Let's show the book one more time, Leo, so people can. It's also an audiobook, but I love a nice sit down. It's a great summer read too. So Joy Lansing, A Body to Die For, go to. And if you get it on Amazon, please leave a review. And that's it. Alexis, I want you to have the last word tonight as we sign off. What do you want to leave our audience with?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. Thank you, guys.
Oh, we're so happy that you could make it, and we're so happy we reconnected.
Oh, I love it. I love it, and I hope to see you guys in New York.
Yeah, and maybe one of the places I want to come to is Palm Springs. I want to.
Oh, you have to.
I know
you would love
my sister. I know I would, and Leo is close enough that we could all get together and go out and get.
I live right up in Idlewild, so I'm 20 degrees cooler than you right now.
I know you are. Yeah. I love Idlewild. It's gorgeous up there.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I'll contact you next time I come up there, Leo. Okay.
Yes.
Lunch. I excel at lunch. I'm really good at it.
Lunch is
good. Yeah. I have this thing with chewing. I've really gotten the knack down.
You got it? Wow.
Yeah. I used to breathe it in. Now I can chew.
I love that.
Baby.
John Pietero, who we adore, says
John
happiest pride of all. We love John.
He's wonderful, and Lori is absolutely amazing.
Yes, and Leo, do you want to give a last plug to John and Lori's show on?
Yeah, because tomorrow night is Wednesday, WFMU.org. It is the end of the month. So when you go to WFMU.org and you get to Sheena's Jungle Room, you're going to click on Beneath the Underground and have Eccentric Behavior, which means we're rocking out with the ladies tomorrow night. We're learning some history, and we're watching John get picked on, or listening to John get picked on by Lori.
I love it. All right. Well, we love it. Thank you, everyone, for zooming in every week. You can listen to us in repeat and watch our show anytime. Now it's archived on Facebook, on my Facebook page, our show page, and YouTube as well. And please feel free to share. You can share the show anywhere you like. We appreciate if you do. But you can also listen to us anywhere that podcasts are available on any platform. Leo does all that, and he takes care of it.
Yeah, go to whatsastorywithmaria.com, and all those platforms are there. You can click on your favorite one, and it'll take you right to our channel on your account.
Yeah, we love it. So happy Pride, everybody. Hang in there. I know it's a hard time for all of us, no matter who you are. And just stick together. Take care of your friends.
Here. We're queer, and if you haven't got used to us by now, then I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, we're good people. I don't know why you don't like us.
Yeah.
Anyway, just hang in there, and let's do great things in the world. And Alexis, I can't thank you enough for joining us. Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you.
Ooh, we'll have to press the button. Okay, there we go.